Okay, all flight controllers, gonna go for landing. Retro, go. Rhino, go. Guidance, go. Control, go. Telcom, go. GNC, go. Econ, go. Surgeon, go.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Spoon FPV. Wanted to do a quick video, ask you guys for some feedback. I am looking to review some stuff. I hope that you enjoyed my vacation footage, but when I got back there was tons of stuff on the doorstep. It was like Christmas and I was really glad nobody stole it. But anyway, so I got all this stuff in here. So these are, so in the comments let me know what you want to see me review, and I'll try and make it go to the top of the list. So these are the Icon SEFM 30 amps from Ready to Fly quads. You can get them pre-flashed with D-Shot and ready to run D-Shot 600 with the capacitor removed. So that's exciting. These are the Strix battery packs that did really well in some recent testing on Josh Boardwell's channel. So I want to fly these and see how they're doing. Let me know if you want me to review them. This one I'm really excited about. This is from Team Black Sheep. This is the, sorry about opening the box, this stuff's just, oh, there we go. Stuff flying everywhere. This is the Team Black Sheep, their lap timing system for individual lap timing. I don't know if you know, but or any of you have been to races, but and tried to use the IR lap. Do I have one? I have a couple sitting around here. Okay, here we go. These IR lap timers, they're not great. So they a lot of times they don't count laps. They had trouble with them at Drone Worlds, Drone Nationals. Well, not Drone Nationals, at Drone Worlds, they had trouble with like this timing system, and they ended up, it was a big debacle. So Team Black Sheep, they're real innovators. They've come up with something that times you based on your VTX. It pairs with your phone. You can do it yourself. And then they have ones for race organizers that do multiple channels. And I think this is, I'll let you know if this is the way to time. So let me know if you want me to review this timing system. All this stuff I'm going to fly this week pretty hard and give it a bashing. I'm really excited about TBS. Got some stuff that I'm working on with them, and I can't talk about it, but you'll see it in the future, and it's gonna be really exciting, blow your mind stuff. Some Strix propellers they gave for free. This is the Tramp HV antennas. I've been flying these. I can do a review on these already for their longevity. I actually like them. They do, you can set the power level, you can set the channel. Everything is very simple with these, and they have replaceable, these are also in the stuff that I bought. So this is the Tramp video antenna, and they have replaceable antennas with a UFL connector, much like the TBS transmitter. What you need to know about these UFL connectors is this one is rated for, the little guy is rated for 5 connects and disconnects, and then the one that's on the board, most of those are rated for around 30 connects and disconnects, and then the board's no good. So don't set your quad up where you have to unplug the transmitter from the VTX every time that you work on it, or don't do that because you'll wear it out. So the thing about this is you have to buy one of these wands. I don't know if they've here's a quick review on this. I don't know if they've updated the firmware on this, but get on that, immersion. You know how you turn it off? Here, let me show you how you turn it on. There's a button to turn it on. This is how you turn it off. You take the batteries out. That's the only way to turn it off that I can find. So I'm sure there's going to be, if there's not already, this is probably a really early unit that I got, but you know, fix that. So, because the wand is great. I really like it. It prevents you from screwing things up. You set your power, everything else. So, oh, And Team Black Sheep, nice sticker. I love their sticker, and they gave a lot of them, so that's exciting. I love them for that. What else do I have in here with stickers? So Get FPV, FPV model. They sent, Get FPV always sends the Lumineer stickers, right? FPV model, they sent me some stickers because the Betaflight F3, look how it comes. It comes in a little case and everything. The Betaflight F3 flight controller, that's a flight controller and PDB all in one. I'm hoping to get that installed in a quad pretty soon and fly. One of the things that I noticed about this when I first picked it up was that it was pretty heavy, and I thought, I'm actually going to weigh it. I thought it would be heavier than, what does this weigh? Okay, here we go. So you can't see that, but it's 8.2 grams. And I thought maybe it would be heavier than a flight, it's not heavier than a flight controller and a PDB put together. It feels really heavy because of the inductors on here, and I'm curious how that's going to hold up, because these big heavy surface mount devices tend to fly off in crashes, so I'll let you know. So there's that. I have, it's kind of funny that I just did an all-in-one with a PDB in it, and I'm excited about this. This is the new, I love the Red Rotor RROSD. It's super simple. This is the new one with, they've changed the pad locations on it, and they've put the, they put a different, I'm drawing a blank. What do you call that? The shunt resistor in there that's capable of 150 amps now instead of the old 100 amps. So I have a couple of those. More of the antennas that go on the Trampin. Oh, and then these I'm very excited about. This is the FreeSky receiver module. This is their micro receiver, and I don't have giant hands. They're very tiny, and it also has one of those UFL connectors, so you can actually remove this antenna and put a new antenna on it. I want to do some range testing on this and see how they stack up against my regular systems. I think I have one here from my, goodness. Yeah, here's the one, if you watched my last video, that I threw away. So this is an old one, this is a new one. Oh, let's weigh these out. So the old one weighs 2.7 grams. This one weighs 0.8 grams. So saving a whole 2 grams with that. Not that that's a big deal, as much as for me the space that this saves is huge. These aren't going to be for planes, but for mini quads these are great, because we're not flying them very far away for most of our racing, where we're on 200 milliwatts anyhow with our antennas, or sometimes even 25 milliwatts. So I got a couple of those to test, and I got some of the ready-made RC rifle motors. So these are the rifle motors. They're branded Ready-Made RC, and they're also branded on the other side T-Motor, because T-Motor makes them. And T-Motor have been hit or miss in the past, and I think that they've been really stepping up their game, and they're on it with these new motors, or they're supposed to be. So, you know, the F40, F60, like those motors, they perform, and if Ready-Made RC worked with T-Motor to make something, I'm excited to use it. So these are the rifle motors. A lot of people, if you see the air gap underneath of there, they're worried about how that's going to affect the strength of the motor. But if you look at another motor, the stuff underneath of it's not even attached. It's just it's supposed to be shielding, but I find that it keeps a lot of dirt in after a crash in the mud, and it also prevents the airflow. So this is really for airflow. So these magnets that are inside the N52 magnets, whatever the popular magnet is, they're man-made magnets. They're not like a rare earth or anything. Like they're man-made magnets, and they demagnetized as you get them hot. So you can't get these extremely hot. So cooling is really important to keep your motors strong. So if you run your motors and you get them hot, you can pretty much forget about them providing a bunch of power in the future. So I got a set of those. I'm going to put on a quad. These are the GoPro protectors for that. I don't know if you watch this stuff, but you're probably not going to be able to see these in the video, but look, it's a clear piece of plastic. These are the GoPro lens protectors that Kevin Stinger Swarm recommended in one of his latest videos. So, you know, I'm going to try those out. I'm not going to try them out hopefully I don't try them out the hard way. But I think it's important for me to put them on my GoPro so that I'm not wrecking my stuff every time that I wreck. Now that we're on motors and looking at the other motors, another set of motors that I haven't tried yet. And I flew Emax most of this season. The red bottoms, the RS 2205s, then I switched to these guys, the Brother Hobby T1 motors. But these are the new RS 2205 S motors. So that's an S motor. They are Emax's new 2205 motor, and they make a ton of thrust according to Mini Quad Test Bench. So they're outperforming 2206 motors. And the thing that's like really cool about them is that they're outperforming 2206 motors on the thrust ramp curve. So like the motors like the F40, F60 that I just mentioned, these is the old Emax motor that I'm gonna pull out to compare. But what the old Emax motor didn't have was they didn't have that quick ramp up. These ramp up like a 2207. They ramp up like a 2206. They hold their own. So, and if you look at them, they're a little lower profile, so it gives you, it's supposed to have you a lower center of mass on the quad, but I don't really think that matters as much as with the prop, whatever. I think that it's important to have your flight controller and the prop line on the same thing, but that's a discussion for a different video. These are supposed to be lighter, but they're supposed to be, it says on the package what they are supposed to be. They are supposed to be, 30 grams. So they're honest. 29.8 grams is what I get from this one. And this guy is the old one. We are 30.2 grams. And what did they say they were on the package here? 28.8. Oh, okay. I got them backwards. Yeah, the S ones are supposed to be 28.8 grams. So they're a little over. And then the old ones are supposed to be 30 grams, and it's 30.3. So they're a little more honest on the old one, at least according to my scale, and they're a little fibby on the new ones, but I don't really care because, you know, I flew the Emax, like I've got hours on them, and they've seemed to hold up. The other difference with this is they have the nut on the bottom to retain them instead of the clip. I'm not going to call it a stupid clip because it works, but if you've ever had to replace one, you'd be really mad at it. So by the time I'm replacing clips on them, like, it's pretty much time to throw the motor out anyhow. So I have, you know, I'll have like 8-10 hours on one of these, and it's time to chuck it. And 8-10 hours is a lot of flying. That's in the air. So that's all the stuff that came in my goodie bag in the mail while I was gone on vacation. And let me know in the comments what you want to see reviewed, and if you like this format, and you know, whatever you want to see reviewed, I'll bump it to the top of the list, and I'll put it out there and let you know what I think of it. So comment below, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and let me know what you think of the format.